every time I see you. Stars when you walk in the room. There's no such thing as ordinary. Really, we are quite.
Y'all may be seated. The bride has also requested that no pictures or videos be taken during the ceremony. You started this out right. Look at it, buddy. We're all here today to celebrate the relationship of Madison Taylor Morris and Joshua Bartholomew Blackburn, and to be witnesses and supporters of the commitment they share with one another. Together, we are a group of the most important people in their lives, and they've brought us here to publicly recognize that we've all played some special part in the love they share today. Madison and Josh wanted me to thank you all for being here and to recognize how important each and every one of you are to their relationship. They would also like to recognize all of those who couldn't make it, as they are certainly missed but not forgotten on this day of celebration, especially their two cats, Penny and Bane. But speaking of important people, there were none more important than influencing the lives of Madison and Josh than their parents. With that being said, who gives Madison away to marry this man? Marriage gives permanence and structure to a couple's love. It's a way to tell one another that no matter how much you snore or how much you spend while out shopping at Target or the mall, we're still in this together. It's more permanent than the hairstyle Josh had when he first met Madison, that was taller than I am, and has more staying power than Madison's 4-star Cracker Barrel status that allowed her to do Josh's first interview. Marriage is telling the person you love that you're not going anywhere, and that's a powerful commitment for two people to make to one another. A good marriage must be built on the foundation of this commitment. In marriage, the little things are the big things. It's never being too old to hold hands. It's remembering to say, I love you, at least once a day. It's never going to sleep angry. It's standing together and facing the world. It's speaking words of appreciation and demonstrating gratitude in thoughtful ways. It's having the capacity to forgive and forget. It's giving each other an atmosphere in which each can grow. It's a common search for the good and the beautiful. It's not only marrying the right partner, it's being the right partner. And most importantly, it's remembering to put God at the forefront of your marriage so that you may love each other better. If you will commit to loving God first, He will bless your marriage and expose to you the true meaning of love. The road that's brought Madison and Josh here today hasn't been easy. It's been filled with challenges that they weren't necessarily prepared for, but together they've taken each one on and have used those experiences to strengthen and not weaken their love. In Mark chapter 10 of God's Word, Jesus said, from the beginning of creation, God made them male and female. Therefore a man shall leave his father and mother and hold fast to his wife, and the two shall become one flesh. So they are no longer two, but one flesh. What therefore God has joined together, let man not separate. I've had the privilege of knowing Madison for a year now. I met Madison on a mission trip to Brooklyn, New York. I got to see her baptized this time last year for our church body in London. Madison always has a joy about her and brightens the lives of those around her. And I appreciate the similar personalities we have, especially that we are both going to be married to redheads. When Madison first introduced me to Josh, I thought he hated me because he was a little quiet. But my wife reminds me daily that not everyone's as loud as I am. But very quickly, Josh and I became good friends, and our bromance is alive and well. This couple has been a tremendous blessing to my life, and it's been an honor to watch them grow in their relationship to the Lord and to each other. The sacrifice and example they've made to put God first so that they may love one another better has been a powerful testimony to me, and I could not be more proud of them. Madison and Josh, you all are what I call a power couple. And God's going to use you and your testimony to inspire other couples for years to come. Madison and Josh, the vows that you are about to make are a way to share your love and commitment to each other in your own words. Sometimes poems, verses, and quotes just don't get the point across the way that you need them to. And the best option is just to do it yourself. These vows are your way of openly declaring your promise to one another, as well as to all of those who are here in attendance today. Madison, ladies first.
Joshua, you are the biggest blessing that God has ever given me. I will forever be thankful for the day that we happened to cross paths, and ever since that day, I've known I was going to marry you. I know I tell you this every day, but I love you. You're my best friend and my biggest inspiration. I love your accepting heart. You're the strongest, most kind-hearted person that I've ever met. I promise to be faithful to you and honest with you always. I promise to encourage you and help you. I promise to laugh with you through the good and lift you up through the bad. Wherever life takes us, I promise to support you no matter what. Most importantly, I promise to love the Lord with you every day of our lives and to always help point us to Him. I love you today, and I promise to love you every day forever.
So, I'm so beyond excited to start this amazing venture of togetherness that we are about to start. And there's nobody in the entire universe I'd rather do it with. I'm so happy you feel so. You're my absolute best friend, my better half, my one and only, my partner in crime. I love you beyond words. With this marriage, I promise to always support you in all your dreams and to lay down my selfishness, putting you first over anything else. I promise to make you smile and laugh for the rest of your days, and respect you, laying down my pride to always listen and learn from you. I promise to always value you and to tell you how much the world needs you every single day. No matter what happens, I promise to be there by your side. Most importantly though, I promise to love you with the incredible love of Christ. I'm nowhere near perfect, but I know that God is. I will always lead you and her family to the cross and cherish my biggest blessing, my life, every single day. I love you, and I pray that we grow closer to God every day, and I pray I get to hold your hand the rest of the way there.
At this time, could we have the rings, please? Madison and Josh will now exchange rings to symbolize their commitment. Rings are derived from humble beginnings of imperfect metal to create something striking where there was once nothing at all. It is customarily worn on the ring finger as it's the only finger with the vein running directly to the heart. The wearing of the ring is visible, outward sign that they have committed themselves to one another. Josh, please take Madison's hand and repeat these words. I give you this ring as a symbol of our love.
I give you this ring as a symbol of our love.
For today and tomorrow and all the days to come.
For today and tomorrow, for all the days to come.
Wear it as a sign of what we have promised on this day.
Wear it as a sign is what we promise on this day.
And know that my love is present,
Know that my love is present,
even when I am not.
even when I'm not.
Madison, please take Josh's hand and repeat these words. I give you this ring as a symbol of our love. For today and tomorrow, for all the days to come. Wear it as a sign of what we have promised on this day. And know that my love is present, even when I'm not. By sharing your vows and exchanging rings here today, you've both decided to share the rest of your lives together. You are no longer two separate people, but one couple together. This unity is symbolized through the pouring of these two individual containers of sand, one representing you, Madison, all that you were, all that you are, and all that you ever will be, and the other representing you, Josh, and all that you were, and all that you are, and all that you ever will be. As these two containers of sand are poured into the third container, the individual containers of sand will no longer exist, but will be joined together as one. Just as these grains of sand can never be separated and poured out again into the individual containers, so will your marriage be, united as one for all your days. Now, this is the most fun part. You ready? It's the I do's. Madison and Josh, you have professed your love by exchanging your vows. You symbolized your commitment by exchanging rings. And you've expressed the end of your individual lives by the pouring of the unity sand. With all of this, there's just one more question I need each of you to answer, and then we'll get our cake on. Madison, do you take Josh to be your husband, to live together in the covenant of marriage? Do you promise to love him, comfort him, honor and keep him, in sickness and in health, and, forsaking all others, be faithful to him as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Josh, do you take Madison to be your wife, to live together in the covenant of marriage? Do you promise to love her, comfort her, honor and keep her, in sickness and in health, and, forsaking all others, be faithful to her as long as you both shall live?
Forever I do.
By the power vested in me, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Josh, you can high-five your bride. Get in. It's my great honor and privilege to be the first to present to you Mr. and Miss Joshua Bartholomew Blackburn. We'll celebrate them together.